Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play some more Europa Universalis 4. We're playing as Genoa. And we're still going for a custom achievement honors competition. All we have to do is keep our trade note, the most powerful trade note in the world, which at 918.2 ducats it almost certainly is, while taking all of India from Master of India. And we're working on that. We're also in a weird war against the Uzbek on behalf of our Russian allies, Muscovite allies, sorry. And I'm sure that war's going fine. Funnily enough, the Muscovite or the Uzbek still at medium enthusiasm at 92% war score, while the Bahmanis are already at low, at only 42% war score. The real war score we're looking at right now, though, or 4, I should say, is that on Bengal. Because I want our Bengalese foe here to end their alliance to Malacca. Tempted to also end Siak, but that seems like more work than it's worth. So we need a tiny teeny bit more war score. Yes, tiny teeny. What a tiny teeny. But you might actually just be able to grab by getting that boat over there. And there are other ways. Taking their stuff and all that, but getting a blockade going is a somewhat fun way of grabbing war score. Oh, you're gonna meet in Nogai, eh? I don't have a general for you. I'm not over general limit. So let's be... Ooh, hello! Why, hello there! We're also at 997 admin. I could buy down inflation. We're quite inflated. It doesn't matter though, except for some negative events. But it also does. I thought it would cost me absolutism, but apparently buying down inflation doesn't. Buying down war and this, yeah, war exhaustion. That costs you, but buying down that. I could also take tech 90% out of time. That no. Who about new? Let's just buy down some of that inflation. I mean, no, I really shouldn't. I don't give a hoot. Don't give a hair's hoot about it. Let's instead grab some development in a place in Ragusa. Like, I don't know. Could be Negroponte. What about Thessaloniki? Oh, Thessaloniki is not in a state, is it? No. So it's kind of a tiny bit of a waste. 39, so Corfu maybe? Sure, why not? Are you specifically expensive? You are, but still, it'll be alright. So what do we need to spend? Everything, mostly admin and mill. There. Stuff is happening, Bahmanis is dying, all that is quite groovy. Keep on rolling. Just look for that one reason, there we go. Oh, that's a ton of reasons. That's 10 reasons. So I can almost annul the alliance to Siak, because that's something I want. Probably is. Siak, Bahmanis. Bahmanis is fine. Annam is... Ugh, I don't even know that Annam is a thing. But Siak might be nice. It's arguable, but I'm gonna try for this. That might already have been enough. Yeah, here we go. Really for themselves, get out. Peace deal will be shorter than the 10%, than the 10 years that they will be blocked from allying. So that will be fine. Trade in Bengal. You apparently don't come home. Fine. Oh, you should be able to? No, because you can't walk through Orissa. That's funny. I can just sit and rock you and get black flagged once we end the war. That'll be alright. Oh man, I'm already seeing all the provinces. Well, no, not the provinces. All the armies that are super split up. And I'm not into it. If somebody has to turn around and make all those be well, normal armies again. Proper armies. One might be desiring to say. Crusade against the Uzbek. The Great Horde got peace out. Did we get land? Lord to Muscovy. Sarai to me. Claims and Procross, blah 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 blah. So this sounds like a very long peace deal. But I did get Sarai, which is excellent. Didn't have to do my own war for it either. Add it to the trade company, core it. And now if at some point in a million years here, 13 years, we could threaten war for Astrakhan, with that claim that we now have. This Astrakhan trade node might look a lot better. It already looks a lot better. Wait until I invest in that. Their center of trade. It'll be fun. I kind of like the existence of these Gari separatists. I just have to be careful not to kill them. You know, it's always a bit of a pain if you have to be mindful of killing people. Who else am I at war with? I'm at war with the Hormusians, but as always, well, I was about to say there's nothing I can do about the Hormusian problem, but I can actually siege down Fasa, which will be nice to do. Let's get Beya back as well. And if you could end this war against the Uzbek real quick, Muscovy, that would be absolutely dandy. Let's bring you home. Where I suppose home is somewhere in India. Gorwar sounds like a place. And then you kind of want to join up with these folks. We don't need to generate any war score here anymore, or war participation. Don't really care about favors on the Muscovite, and we're not into land. All the land we could have been given, we have already been given. Well, we could have been given more land, but now there's no more land we could be given. So, who are you? Shadi? No. Oh yes, you're not even mine. The guy I'm looking for is this one here. Barnabas. You go, Barnabas. Crunch some Bahmani folks. They deserve it. This is not intentional. So I want these separatists to succeed. Absolutely. I don't know if they can, really. But if they could, that would be nice. The reason I don't know if they can is that once I peace out the vile Bahmani, I'll probably go and rebuild an army. And try to beat these folks up. And they just want their freedom, right? It's not like they ask for anything too egregious. They just want to be free. Where are you going? Batiana. Okay, you go for Delhi, and you go for Batiana, and then you're dead either way. Or not, because you found the third way. Freaking a body. Yeah, I'll execute that bailiff. But first, I suppose I'll hit the button. Hit that money button. How much money do I get for one debasing of currency? Probably a lot. Probably also an insignificant amount at the same time. It's only 2,487 ducats for free. Ha, what a shame. Yeah, debate. Oh no, it costs me absolutism. Let's just not. I don't need that money. Ooh, at some point my merchants stop being relevant again. I hate that. I mean, I understand that if my trade companies lose their value, then I lose merchants, sure. That's fine. But I feel like they could remember where they were. Feels like I didn't lose any. Maybe I got 2 extra ones? Felt like it was higher than 23 before. But maybe I wasn't. I mean, I have a merchant in Coromandel. I have a merchant in Bengal. I don't have one in Deccan, which is... I don't know if I had one there. It's not super relevant. We have ones in Hormuz and Basra and Persia and Aleppo, Constantinople. We don't have one in Astrakhan anymore. Which is wrong. And then the last one goes to... I think I put one in Pesh, but there's still one in Pesh, so that doesn't... It's not the issue. I mean, sure, I can put one in, like, Krakow or something, but it doesn't do much at all. There's unfortunately no money in Valencia. There was, we could be making a bit of money here, but there's just none. We're steering from here. We are... Gulf of Aden is steering towards Hormuz, which is... actually not that great. That Hormuzian power is a bit of a problem. May have to... well, have to, but want to cut them down to size. Because there's 60 ducats here that are just staying in Hormuz. Pumping it through Alexandria would be a bit better, but meh. Doesn't matter for the question of where to put this merchant anyway. Did I have one in Burma? Maybe. Just do it. Be in Burma. Be the Burma you want to be in. Oops, that's killing some rebels there. It's unfortunate, but they're daft. I mean, they didn't have a choice. So I can't complain about their utter daftness, I suppose. But moving on my army there obviously is lethal. Which is not good. So I wanted them to succeed. And now that they're dead, they're probably going to have a hard time succeeding. It's weird how the world works sometimes. Yeah, might as well take that. So this siege here is probably all that we're hanging on, right? So if you come back home, put this down to minimum siege size, which is probably just the 10 canoneth. That's what it looks like. Do you have siege pips? You do not. So I can use the... ooh, I can also do something that Pisa suggested in the comments. Can I? I want to remap the detached cannons key. I'm not sure if that's possible for a button of this type, but I'll try. There is a remap feature somewhere. Controls. I don't want to reset keyboard shortcuts, I want to set them. Forget where they put that feature, but it exists. It's like a button down here or something, right? Assign keyboard shortcut, yeah. Let's grab the army. What would my keyboard shortcut be for detaching cannons? Does I do anything? I is a map mode. V. What does Y do? It's also a map mode. I mean, there's a lot of things that are stuck with the map modes. Can you do like Shift C? That would be good. Can I do assign keyboard shortcut to U? I want Shift and C. Okay. I could get into it. Shift C. Leave. No. The reason I want to do that is that I've been constantly complaining about the fact that the confirm key and the detached cannon key are the same button, C, and that by hitting confirm on the window while you have an army selected, you're instead detaching your cannons. And now that should no longer be the case, but still giving me the opportunity to, very nice, to detach cannons. So, good idea there. NGL. I mean, it's not like a terrifically complex or ingenious idea, but it's good. I'm sorry. Anyway, I like it. Not hitting the microphone. Being able to detach my cannons and not detach my cannons too. That sounds great. Then goes Mandla. Marathi separatists taking stuff over there, that's fine. What are you? Sambalpuri. Just want to have a look. Whether there are any Sambalpuri cores around here. Interestingly enough, Sommelpur does not have Sambalpuri cores. Why Sambalpur does? Okay, it's, I guess it makes some sort of sense. Point being, normally, separatists only go to provinces that they have cores into, so that they actually want to separate with. Finally getting this battle, and apparently I am trouncing for reasons I don't quite understand. Let's have a quick look. Oh, my morale is just... We learned the lists of Georgia. We have power protection, we have navy tradition. We just have a base 4 from tech, where they have a base 3.5, and none of those multipliers. Turns out multipliers are pretty good. And they might also be running lower tech ships, but I couldn't easily see that there. Yeah, we just stole 2 of their ships. To think I was afraid of these folks. Yeah, they're just carracks. Not even war galleons. I think war galleons are already outdated, right? I think 2 deckers would be what we would be looking for. Words are difficult sometimes. Repair those damaged ships. That's a lot of damaged ships. John Poor doesn't like me to get inflation reduction. Should probably have gone for the trade value. In hindsight, it was just trade value, wasn't it? Not because we want the money, but because trade's all a shtick. Occupy stuff. So, can I peace out? Is this the war? Oh. No, it's not. Dang. I was happy there for a microsecond. Because it looked to me as if the Hormusians got military access through the Mamluks. Because they moved their army over there. And if that had been the case, then I would also have military access to the Mamluks, which would allow me to siege something down, just piece them out. Oh, but we're very close here. Take a little more time, or I go, you little. Didn't realize you had that much of an army left. If I grab somebody with a lot of maneuver, like Giovanni Battista, we're gonna get out. No, not without forced marching, eh? Not even with forced marching. What? Apparently it's really quick to walk over there. Well then, 11,000. You gotta make the stand of your lives. Now, you have 2 maneuvers, so I want somebody that has at least 3 and a lot of combat pips. Let's bring Barnabas here. And then you, I think I'll have run with the maximum maneuver person and try to support that. Really want to win that battle. Chagai is, yeah, it's impassable terrain. So not really an option. Can have a look at the peace deal with the Bahmanis. It might be that we're already hitting the our target overextension anyway. Especially with Sarai. How much is that? Oh, it's not 37, it's 10%, it's still a lot. But I don't think waiting for almost 2 years here is a good idea. So, because shorter peace deals mean we can come back faster. So, Connect Avellanado is just a given because I already took this unintentionally last time. And really shouldn't have because it's kind of island hopping. This is tempting just because it's symmetrical to me. I mean, it still looks border gory, but it takes most of the Bengalese coast, which seems sweet. And actually leaves us a decent amount of overextension still to go with. So what about these coast provinces as well? Still some room. I'll clear out this border gore. And then see whether there's a center of trade. And there's Bedar. But I have a feeling that Bedar is gonna be expensive. Oh, it's so close. What about we don't take Congo or one of these things? And that would be fine. Congo is not particularly interesting in any way, shape or form. It does make it a little more border gory. But this is a PC we can just plan up support. Overextension is going to hurt our annexation for a while, but I mean, that's not something we can really do anything against. Did they have claims on anything? I didn't, right? Nah, so it doesn't matter that way. We're connecting up. And that's cool. Even connecting up Genoese Bengalia, which was fine to take because of the road through Jampur. But now we have one contiguous landmass again, except for, well, the islands that we have, which can't possibly be contiguous. Okay, dig it. AE does not include the Commonwealth, I hope. It does not. I demand this. I want to hit the call all button. That button is eating my admin something fierce, and yet, admin income is fine. Oh, it's fine, admin. You meet up with you. You just, I don't know, walk down there. You seem to be an army, so why don't you be in Bilza? Oh. Don't think there's a way I get these folks alive, do I? Marathas. They only want that one province of mine. They want more provinces over there. I think we can let them take Shohalpur. Ooh, will they then have to walk into Bedar? What happens if I turn off the fort? I'm gonna try turning off the fort. No, I'm gonna let them take the thing, then turn off the fort. My thinking is that I don't want the separatism to spread. So ideally we're having the fort on for when they take the province. But then I don't want them to walk into Bedar. They have no reason to walk into Bedar. It's not their core, other than the fact that it's a fort, and I believe rebels next to fort will have to walk onto the fort next. I believe that's how that works. So ideally we're preventing them from having to do that. Instead we walk into this Bahmani land, which Bahmani should not be able to defend at all. And then suddenly we would have a situation in which these rebels can actually succeed. That sounds great to me. You're an army, right? Let's get you guarding Hormuz. Shit, yes they are, and let's get you over to these folks. I think. Those folks down there. Maybe you're part of those. As I said, I have to spend some time ordering my armies after this. Yeah, so because of the fort of Bedar, they had no effect. Now I'm going to turn off the fort. Just hitting the H button because I sometimes remember things. I do want to protect Bedar though, just in case they still go there. So I'm going to take the army here, put them into Bedar. That way the rebels, if they do decide to go that way, will be crunched. But ideally they don't have to, and then they can live. And we can both have a happy coexistence until they form their country, and then I attack them and take all their stuff. Sounds fair, right? It's good to me. It certainly sounds good to me. If I detach all you... Will the frigates be smart? Yes, they will. I mean, you can be joined by my high seas navy. Insofar as there's one. That'll be good. Unended Rouge and Orissa. Orissa is dead. I left them a province. How dare they do any underhanded rouging? That same religion modifier is very nice to have. Yeah, look at this, it works. Now the thing is... I wonder what happens if I just leave this as it is. They should have no reason to come back. Now what we do, I think, turn this fort back on. I assume that's going to lead to this province being slowly taken back. Did I mix this up? I might have. If it's not taken back by the fort, I will go and send some troops to take it back. Oh no, it is taken back. Good. Now these rebels will come back for that, probably. But we can do the same song and dance until they, without any particular pain to the province, except for maybe some devastation. Until they have taken all of this. And then I'm happily going to kill them. Because Bahmanis will have no way to take back the land, even if the army's dead. I think that's how that works. It's possible that the rebellion ends when the army dies, but I don't think so. It's not Crusader Kings, after all. I think that'll be alright. How do I beat up Hormuz, though? With their high seas navy that they actually have. I do want that trade power over there in that Hormuz node. I only have 9 heavies. Bunch of galleys. Obviously I have way more galleys, but they're not here. Their morale is low, but that's partially from maintenance. They don't have the modifiers, so we could probably do to them... Oh, our tradition is just crazy. Could probably do to them what we just did to the Bengalese. Crunch them on the seas. With just a few heavies and our lights that we have down here. Especially if these were all 2-deckers. Turn those stolen boats into something useful. Oh, you are mercs. You're not. I feel like at another homeless stack somewhere. You're mercs. You're kind of fine. You're kind of fine. You are the other homeless, right? So you can meet up with these. Oh no, down there. And then I'll have mostly regrouped my troops. They're not quite correct. I saw 13 cannons on one of those, but... Turkestan, whoa, that's a big crusade. Yikes. Very little AE, honestly. For all that. 58 power protection. 12 favors. Feels like our assistance should have been worth more favors. Not that I care. But I think we did a lot there. Wait. So Maratha province down here there is... Oh, multiples. I think I stick with my plan. Unfortunately, it means that I'll have to let them take all these places, which is terrible. Why couldn't they go there? I mean, I guess it makes sense to take the next best province. Sorry, I hit the microphone again. I really just need to not do this. Really need to do is figure out a better way to prop up my microphone here. But I don't know what that is. 37 and 15. It's not really a front line, but kinda. Let's add these 4 to these 44, I suppose. What is common with right now? Are we already at 40? No, 38. Could just go and turn all these armies into real armies. 38. Do you want 20? Can't do 120. I might run into attrition issues doing this. Or attritions, somebody might say. 36. 4. Wait, I don't need 40. Can I? No, that's not the button I meant to press. Dang it. I can't undo this. That's funny. Only from this map mode, I think. Or from the individual provinces. We're looking now. Going up to 34, I want 33 because I have those 5 cav. It's 38 width. And then, yeah, let's get you up to 20 cannon. 37, 38, 10 cannons is fine. And you, 34, 38 and 10, done. You're gonna be 38 and 10, done. You're gonna be 37 and 15, 38. Good enough. Good enough. Oh, I have another 25,000 here. That's probably the partner that was meant to go with you. Oh well. Yeah, separatism will be spread. It's unfortunate. But what do we do for the cause here? We only got 5 of the 10 that were claimed. So nay bad, not so bad. It's not nay bad, but it's not as bad as it could be. Now, speaking of as bad, we added a bunch of boats to our Ragusan. Oh, we created a Ragusan trade fleet and made it crazy 88 boats. And didn't really do much. Because we already have 1,000,000 trade power, it's just not enough. But our light ships add about 1/3 here. It's not too bad. Who holds power here anyway? Commonwealth. I could be embargoing the Commonwealth, couldn't I? Since we are at least rivaled. I think it's my only rival. I've stopped issuing embargoes to rivals a while ago because whenever we restart the game, or I restart the game, the rivalries renew and have to embargo again. And I didn't need the power projection. But still. Just hit an upgrade button on all those boats. Because I have the cash. It's good to be rich. Speaking of, what are we going to do? Except for putting a cut in here. Not fabricating really. Not that we need to. But there's always somewhat of a want. Especially for provinces like Tyrone Valley here. To have an extra claim. And can I come back to you? In 16. And Bengal is in when? 13. So I should probably make a Bengalese claim first. And then put a cut in here. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please do hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and please do talk to me in the comment section if you have anything at all to say to me. Thank you for watching and see you folks next time.